Okay, folks, welcome to Gamcast for Thursday evening here. We're here tonight to talk about Senator Padilla, who was handcuffed today by the feds, and also to talk briefly about Congresswoman McIver out of New Jersey, who was indicted yesterday. These stories are essentially the same story. What you have out there, and you see on the video here, you can see the video there is running, shouldn't be. So what happened today was Kristi Noem was giving a press conference in her office in a federal building. And Padilla, without his senator pin, just sauntered over and started asking rude questions. He was not invited to the press conference. It was not an open press conference. It was not open to the public. He didn't have his pin on, identifying himself as a senator, and he was lunging at her. Well, when she was lunging and interrupting the press conference, which he has no right to do, zero zip nada, security tried to usher him away. He resisted, and I'm going to show you the video in a minute. He resisted being ushered away and actually lunged back at them at one point after identifying himself as a senator. Folks, this is classic assault and battery and interrupting a federal proceeding. I don't care if you're a senator, a governor, a queen, a king, a president. The president actually would, because he's the commander-in-chief of the executive branch, and this is the executive branch. This is a clear violation of law. It's not even close. And just because he's a senator, he's not above the law. And also, he's from a completely different branch. Sure, he might have some access to see Kristi Noem, but he needs to go through the process, which is to subpoena her or make an appointment. All right. And before I play the video, I want you to understand. Imagine if this were you or me. We wouldn't just have been arrested, what he is, and then later released. You would be in jail overnight until you saw a judge. But here's the video. Sir. See? Hands up. Again, he stops back and lunges. They were trying to push him out. If he'd have just gone, he'd have been fine. But he stops back and lunges again.
Senator Alex Padilla, I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is...
Again, he continues to resist. At any point, he could have just made his little speech, walked on, and they probably would have let him go. But he doesn't do that. So it goes on, and you'll see this. They roll him out. And now, because he is not cooperating, he is going to be handcuffed. Anyway, you don't need to see any more of that. Just basic stuff here. Now, again, the Democrats, they're just lost. They're theater kids. They think this is going to go somewhere. It's not. The American people do not think they're above the law. Just because they're a senator or congressman or whatever, you're not. Now, this follows on a story from a couple of weeks ago, I guess, when Democrat Representative LaMonica McIver basically stormed through federal agents, okay? Not just security, but federal agents. And you'll notice back there, Padilla, there was an FBI agent in there. So he's got no leg to stand on. And again, there were three representatives there, and the New Jersey governor. I think it was the mayor of the city of Newark. Anyway, I want you to look at this video. And the two other Congress people that were there, they did not get arrested. They have not been indicted, okay? You know why? Because they didn't do what she's about to do, which is the same thing Padilla did. One, she's resisting when she's being told. She's also assaulting them because she's screaming at the top of her lungs. And she just bull rushes her way through. Now, look, folks, I don't like this any more than you do. I don't think cops should be able to bull rush us, but we shouldn't bull rush them. It should not be a double standard, but it is what it is. And when police officers and other people, federal officials, are telling you, you are required by law to follow instructions. If you don't, yes, you have committed assault, you have committed battery, and you've also interrupted. So take a look at this video, and you'll see why she got indicted. Not complicated. Here comes the bull rush. 1, 2, 4, 5. About 5 or 6 assaults there. It's not close. And folks, you can say oversight all you want. Oversight does not give you the right to not follow instructions. It does not give you the right to assault or batter. And it's also, this is not oversight. There are ways in which you do it. You just don't show up at a completely separate branch's facility and expect to get in. But watch for the Democrats to fall for the trap. Here's the video I was playing earlier. I don't know who this person is, and I don't care. But what she says here, Carla Blue Check Marinucci, crashed the press conference, quote unquote. He's a sitting U.S. senator representing millions of constituents in the nation's most populous state. He has every right to question. Sure he does, in a proper manner. And all the Democrats are falling for this. It's not going to end well for them. Anyway, if you like this content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you do, you will see me on the next one.